Hello, welcome. I'm Natalie Bryn. I've been a piano teacher for over 22 years, and I'm also the creator of the Piano with Ease method, which helps adults play more songs in less time because they don't have to learn to read traditional music first. Today I wanted to talk about something that can really help you save time when you're playing songs on your piano. Back when I was a teenager learning classically in my piano lessons, I would make my way through learning my left-hand parts note by note, and a lot of times it took me a long time to learn my left-hand parts, especially when they were spread clear across a wide range of notes on the piano. For example, a pattern such as this. I didn't realize that that was simply a C minor chord, but it was being spread in a pattern across the keys. And I've talked to many people who never realized it either. Many of us who spent years learning piano could possibly have learned a lot more songs if we just realized that a lot of what we were playing in the left-hand accompaniment parts is just chords. And you can even simplify a big chord pattern down to the most simple chords. I'm going to show you in several song examples, and then I'll show you what to look for on certain types of music where you might be able to save yourself a lot of time learning your left-hand accompaniment parts. So for example, this is Bach G minor. It sounds like this. If you were to take this left-hand part and simplify it down to the most basic chord, this chord that is going back and forth is just part of a G minor chord. So even if we played it in the most basic way, which is just these outer notes, and then we have our C chord. See how it still sounds good in the song? It doesn't sound as impressive, but you can totally just play a very basic chord, which is what the original pattern in the song was built on, and it still actually sounds good. Another song that a lot of us learned was The Entertainer, but if you take it down to its most basic chords, we have our C chord, we have our C seventh chord, F chord, C chord. A song that almost everyone has wanted to play that's come to me for piano lessons is Beethoven's Für Elise. And this song is mostly A minor chords and E chords. So using the most basic chord, the song Passacaglia that tons of people love to play that goes like this. That's just basically your A minor chord, your D minor chord, your G chord, your C chord, and so on. So it would sound like this. So you can see you can still enjoy playing favorite songs even if you don't put a lot of time into the left hand. And once you learn some of your basic chords, then you can even do simple patterns with it, like skipping up, down, or you can do like bass note and then the other three notes. You can do Alberti bass. There's so many things you can do just with your simple chord to add something to your songs. In my Piano with Ease course, I always teach people their basic block chords first, but then we use those to build upon, and we learn all kinds of patterns that you can either do just in one 5-finger position or that you can spread around the keys. We have a couple other examples like Chopin's Waltz number 19. You can do it with the most basic of chords. And it still sounds lovely. There's even some more modern songs that almost everyone loves, like Hallelujah. And Moon River. And there's Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake. So now I told you I'd give you a shortcut that you could use if you want to be able to play through your songs much faster. Here's a sheet of music showing on sheetmusicdirect.com. They always show you the first sheet that you're thinking of buying. Right here you can see this version of Hallelujah. So the real version sounds like this. I'm going to push the play button. They kind of used a weird sound for the piano, but anyway, it shows you that the left hand has a lot that's going on, and these individual notes that it would look like you would have to zoom in and read and spend a lot of time on. But some of you may not know that they also put the chords up above here. And when it shows this box with all the dots in it, that's basically showing guitar strings where they would place their fingers on the strings to do the chord. The chord shows at the top so a guitarist can play along with the music, but a pianist can also use the chords and just ignore what's written in the left hand. So see how this F chord is right on top of this first note in the measure. What you could do is just put it right here underneath the right hand. And then right here where it says our D minor chord comes in here, you could just write that underneath the right hand, and then it changes to F here. So then, for your most basic way of playing your left hand, if you put your pinky on F and play your thumb 5 notes away, that's your basic F chord. Your D minor chord, same thing, pinky on D, thumb 5 notes away. This isn't a hack for every chord, like for example, you can't just go play a B chord there. You might need to find yourself a chord chart to keep by your piano because some of them have the black notes. But for example, on this song, if I was going to play through the melody in the right hand, then it would sound like this, with my F chord and then my D minor chord. But see how beautiful that is? And you didn't even have to put a lot of time into reading your left hand notes. I think this is a wonderful hack for adults who want to get back into playing piano if you're really comfortable reading the right hand part of sheet music already. Just learn a few basic chords and then you're golden. Eventually, you could even like do some patterns. Say we're doing skipping up. So that would be like, see already that kind of elevated it. So that is totally my jam. That's what I love to help adults do. I love to help them be able to play their melodies and then add in chords and then make the chords even more leveled up if they wish for a more intermediate or advanced sounding song. But I hope you got some benefit out of this today, and I wish you the very best on your piano journey. Thank you so much for watching.